I don't even remember what happened last time.
I think you guys are gonna need the inspiration a little bit more since I'm gonna be running after the first part, so I'll leave it to someone else.
All I remember is I had lots and lots of sex.
Okay, so I'll do a quick recap just to get everybody kind of caught up to where we're at. You guys woke up in the morning and you had a brief discussion that was pretty much prompted by Jareth at the breakfast table, and it was mostly covering what was going on with what happened with Balthazar the night before, what he experienced with the mistresses. And as you guys were sort of going through, Oriana managed to find some blank pieces of paper that smelled like sulfur, which, when exposed to flame, revealed some very incriminating letters, as well as some pretty grotesque spells, or not spells, alchemical formulas um, that were found in the desk that were quickly grabbed, as well as the antidote for the Plague of Hearts that's currently ravaging the lower Hearts quarter of the city. You guys then went to the Grand Solarium, met with the Grand Theagonist Tyro, and through the course of speaking with him and sharing information, you guys learned that the Cult of the Crimson Daughter, which you guys discovered through the letters, has been spotted in the city, though trying to sort of quell and squash them has been kind of hard. And the one place that you guys learned that they're using as sort of a base is a series of brothels, two of which have been abandoned, or abandoned and closed down. However, as you guys were going through the day, you guys decided to investigate one of these brothels after investigating another brothel that turned out to be kind of a legit business, and most of you had a really good time. You guys went to the Delightful Rose, which has been since closed down. And through investigating, you guys found a hidden compartment that took you down to a basement sublevel. And inside the sublevel, you guys found a series of cells, blood-stained tables, um, a body still strung up to one. Upon finding a glowing red dot in the middle of one, Callus decided to try to cut into the chest to see what the glowing light was before the zombie animated, which turned into a very one-sided fight, with you guys sort of destroying the zombie with ease. Upon defeating the zombie, Callus found what seems to be a red ruby that was sort of attached to the withered, darkened heart of this zombie. And I think I actually put that in the wrong person's handouts, and I'll switch that later. A door was picked almost expertly by Talandris, who's never really picked a door before, but managed to work it enough to open it, revealing a statue. You guys looked at this statue wearing a golden crown, long flowing silks stained with blood. Hold on, what do you guys type in? Okay. Stained with blood upon this sort of bloodied altar full of gore and bones, with two unlit braziers at the side. Just when Callus was going to begin to search for compartments, Oriana used, I think, prestidigitation. Was it prestidigitation or thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy.
Used thaumaturgy to light both of the braziers in succession, causing the eyes to snap open on the statue, revealing these bright, burning red orbs as a smile began to crease on the statue's face. And that's where we pick up. And I'm going to move you guys to the map, and then I'll add you on there, Brad. Give me a second.
Ah.
So you guys are looking at this large statue carrying some sort of scepter in its hands above this sort of really grotesque altar. Kind of carved in the altar just barely below the thick layers of dried blood that have long since turned like brown and black. You see what almost seems to be pictographic images kind of in succession. The mouth creases wider, revealing what seems to be red-stained teeth smiling beneath the alabaster surface of the statue as the blood kind of drips down along the chin, down onto the bosom, staining the white silks that sort of drape around the body. Well, well, well. I was wondering when I would begin to see you.
Who's she looking at when she says that?
She's looking at all of you, sort of scanning her head back and forth.
You were expecting us?
I would expect the brave heroes who have been trying to thwart my cultist plans to come to one of my statues eventually. Word has reached my ears of warriors brazenly calling themselves the Black Hearts, at every step and turn declaring their actions to the world.
You know who we are. What's your name?
You may call me the Crimson Daughter.
Oh, the Crimson Daughter, the one and only. Do you do autographs?
Mark, can you confirm are human-like, or does she have, for lack of a vampire teeth?
She doesn't have vampire teeth. The oddest thing about this whole thing is that the fact that this statue can smile revealing teeth, which is really odd. You seriously watch like the Marvel alabaster facade of the outer skin. And when it smiles, you see creases and wrinkles. When the lips move, you watch the cheeks move as if it's flesh.
Do you have another name besides Crimson Daughter?
And what exactly are your intentions?
And do you do autographs?
I'll show you my autograph. And I will make my intentions very clear. And you watch as it takes a thundering step forward in the altar. And we're going to roll.
Ooh.
Please roll high, please roll high, please roll high.
Oh, I
When
know.
someone asks you if you are a god, you say yes.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, 11, not bad. For me.
If we all die, we get a redo because people aren't here.
I second that motion.
Oh, if I die, I'm bringing in my second character. Because my second characters are always more fun.
I've got a backup as well.
I have a couple
Balthazar, you
ideas for
managed to
backup.
roll lower than her.
Oh my god, I rolled higher. I rolled the highest initiative so far. This isn't cool, guys.
Mark does Nazar, or he's going to face Thordor.
It's okay, I have my anti-Thodor measure.
I'm gonna create this character who wears a mask all the time and goes by the name Tyro, and then Mark won't ever want
Close. Oh, it's too close to my heart. I can't.
to.
I can't believe I rolled the highest initiative.
Yeah, this isn't a good omen, but I also rolled low, so okay, so we have Oriana, Callus, Talandris, Balthazar, Toro, everybody's in.
I feel that Callus is a little entranced by stone that moves because he's a dwarf. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, Oh, it's like the old tales.
Oriana.
So, Mark, real quick, is this thing that's standing in front of us? Is it large? I mean, it looks way bigger than us, right? So
It is a tall, large statue that has suddenly started moving in a very fluid, grace-like motion.
okay, gotcha.
You're thinking 10, 11 feet this thing is.
And does it
as you-
still look like it's made of stone, or did it like suddenly become flesh?
It's the strangest thing you've ever seen. It's still pale white alabaster stone. The only thing that's seemingly fluid about it before was the robe, but as the stone moves, you can see the ripples in the muscles. And the movement's as if it was flesh, although it does still look as stone. So it's not like the herky-jerky robotic movements of, say, like a golem. This is crazy, crazy stuff.
I'm gonna cast Shatter at the back wall right behind it, so I believe that should keep Balthazar out of the 10-foot radius.
You can, yes, it should, especially if you're centering it on the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna center it on the wall just so it catches the Crimson Daughter in her back. I'm also gonna use my meta magic empowered spell so I can re-roll any low rolls.
Okay, sadly, the statue has magic resistance, so this is only going to be a normal roll.
Oh, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Is it
And this is a
DC?
con.
Yeah,
Is it a con check?
it's a con check. Yeah. Excellent.
She's not proficient in con saves. This is going to be a normal roll.
Oh, it's a fail. You know,
I was like, it didn't even pop up on my thing. I'm like, what happened?
I'm gonna keep these. I'm not gonna actually re-roll anything because I rolled pretty well.
Okay. She'll take
So that'll
16
be 16.
points. This doesn't affect anything but damage, correct?
What, Shatter?
This doesn't like do anything to reactions or anything like that.
No, it doesn't do anything to reactions. It's just damage. And then it breaks anything that's non-magical that's in the area that's like wood, or sort of laying about.
Okay, so you watch parts of the wall that you centered it on crack from the epicenter to the floor all the way up to the ceiling. And you're actually watching parts of the altar that have just been kind of blown apart along the top and the back, kind of scattering and sending rubble all along the backside.
Awesome. And since I didn't decide, so empowered spell is when I roll damage, I can choose to use a sorcery point. Since I didn't roll anything, do I keep my sorcery point then?
You keep your sorcery point.
Alright, cool. Awesome.
Okay,
And then I
and-
will back up 5, 10, 15 to there.
Okay.
Well, to there, in case that guy gets up again.
Solandris. Okay. Jareth sees Balthazar. And he is going to charge forward. 15 with his shield and his longsword out. And you watch as Jareth reaches back and he begins to strike down the statue. With a 21, definitely hitting, doing 11 points of slashing damage. And the main point here is you guys watch as the sword connects, but it almost rebounds off, not doing as much damage as it. Toro.
All right, sensing that this this statue is a powerful being, I'm gonna try to drop some magic on it. See how this works. Oh wait, I'm still. Oh no, I'm third level. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just do my trusty first move. So, grasping onto my amulet, holy symbol of Pelor, and lifting my shield up high, I will say some words of some curses in Pelor's name, directed towards this Crimson Daughter, as she calls herself, and try to inflict a bane upon her action.
Okay. This is a wisdom save or charisma save?
It's a charisma saving.
Okay, so she'll have advantage, but she is a statue and not very charismatic. Let's see how this goes when she has a -5 charisma modifier.
Oh God.
A 5.
That will fail my save DC, thank goodness.
She's so bad. Okay, so she is currently under the effects of Bane. And I'll put this broken thing right there if you guys can see it.
And then, sensing that my magic has had the desired effect, I will step up next to Jareth. I will, draw my holy sword. I wish. No, I will draw my Khopesh and move up next to Jareth, taking his side in battle.
Okay. It is her turn. Let's actually lock her into some spaces here. Alright. Sensing that you two are doing the most damage, she's going to step away from you, taking a... you can make an attack of opportunity if you so wish, Twirl.
I do wish, because I am a servant of a war priest, and I want to do some war.
Okay. 24 definitely hits. Okay, and as you go in and sort of strike at the back of the knee of the statue as it begins to sort of slide away, you hear your Khopesh like bang off of it. I mean, you hit solidly, but it didn't seem to do as much damage as you were hoping. Okay, I'm gonna need Toril, and then I'll roll Jareth, but you guys need to give me what is it? Dexterity saving.
Who does?
It'll be Jareth and Toril. As she opens her mouth, and this spray of blood shoots out towards you. Okay, so you both fail. As the blood lands on you, you feel your skin start to burn at the places that it's been exposed, as if it's almost eating away at it, as she spewed out her caustic blood. Okay, take 15 points of acid damage. She used her action to do that. That's the end of her turn. Balthazar, she is right next to you.
Balthazar begins bell, and I'm gonna change the look of this a little bit, but I seem to be engulfed in flames, and then disappear. and I reappear there. I casted a Misty Step.
Okay.
Action. And then I'm going to just shoot my fire for 18.
18 hits. She'll take all of that. As you watch as the fire hits the blood-soaked silks, and now you're just looking at the nude form of this alabaster statue.
And I can still use my movement speed, right?
Yes, sir.
And so I'm going to do that as well. Let's see here. To that point. And that will end my turn.
Okay. Callus.
Callus is going to attempt to entangle this statue with his new whip chain.
Okay.
Ooh.
You swing and you throw it out, and you watch as the statue, in a very odd, dexterous move for something made of stone, lifts its knee up as the chain kind of rebounds and doesn't have enough force to sort of hit the ground.
I also like to think that the chain comes up a little short and doesn't actually make it. It's like oh dang, and he has to unwind a little bit more from his wrist.
Nice.
And he's gonna call out, we might need to regroup.
Top of round 2, Oriana.
I have 2 second-level spell slots, so I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay,
Cast Shatter again.
Shatter again. She's going to attempt a con 14 this time.
Damn it! I think that beats it because I'm at 13. I am, however,
I'll take half of that unless you're gonna.
I'm gonna use Empowered spell to send out a second shockwave from Shatter and re-roll 2 of those.
Okay.
Because I've rolled 2 ones. So just 2d8, which will be... So that'll be 8 plus 12, which is 20 total.
Well, you better, so she'll take 2.
Alright. I'll accept that. So it pulses once and then a second time dealing more damage. After this little blue.
You watch as the cracks sort of behind on the wall again almost concave into the wall a bit. Kind of like in Dragon Ball Z when they're fucking sinking into the ground from their power so much, and more stone and everything is beginning to sail off, and you're watching as cracks are starting to form along this statue.
I love that. That's awesome. Alright, that'll be my turn. I won't move anywhere. I should be good here.
Talon.
You guys watch Talon just kind of bend down low, shifting his stance slightly as he shouts in Elvish, "See my soul, Pendril Voyer." And I'll use the next movements in my dance, flying into his direction. So as I land, he kind of sweeps the blade beneath the legs, and you'll have to make a dex save to avoid me
Okay, now according to your list, it says if anyone is within 5 feet. So is Jareth going to have to make that save as you land?
Thank you for reminding me. I was looking over that very.
No, you can't move. You put yourself right there. You can't do that after the fact. After I said.
I'm rushly looking over this as I'm getting ready to take off, so I just narrowly forgot that.
Fine. Okay. 15. So she does save from being knocked prone.
Okay, and then I swing my sword.
A 13 sadly misses as your greatsword completely rebounds off. As you're still sort of getting used to your long jump, and just managed to kind of throw yourself a little bit off balance.
That is my turn.
Jareth is just going to keep attacking. I don't think he has any skills that will help. Yep, he's just going to keep attacking. He's going to attack with his long. Hitting with an 18. Okay. Taking chunks out, but slowly. Toro.
Alright, so the creature is now moved away from me. Is it subtracting a d4 from its attacks and saves?
No, I don't think I did that last time.
It is still under the effects of Bane.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
it'll take all.
Also, is there a chance that it did get swept up?
Sorry, I was editing something real quick, so I didn't see it.
Oh man.
Okay, so it still doesn't get knocked prone, but it would have taken the damage from Oriana.
Oh, so it takes the full 20?
It took the full 20. I just adjusted.
Shout out to Bane.
So
That's why I cast that, my friends.
the cracks on the body look even larger than before. Okay, Tor.
Okay, sorry for not saying anything earlier, Mark. I'll pay closer attention.
No, that's my fault. I should have realized. I looked at the thing and I was like, "What is that symbol again?" And I was like,
Alright, so after having been engulfed in its bloody breath, that was pretty disgusting. Thanks for that. I will move forward, and with my sword still drawn, feeling the heat of battle, standing there next to Jareth, I will go ahead and attack it.
"19 hits."
For another puny amount of ass damage. Puny ass damage. Never mind.
No.
Let me rephrase that.
Also, Toro, don't forget that you are still currently under the effects of a bless spell.
Oh, correct. Thank you for that reminder. So if I have to, I hit, so I won't add the D4. But you know what, Mark? Hold on. What was my save? Would a 14 have made the dex save against the blood breath?
A 14 would have.
Let me roll a D4, then I'll see if I. Okay, so that would have given me a 13. So I still failed anyway. So I'm gonna use a bonus action to attack him again.
Okay.
For a 10, and since we did not short rest before we ran into this room, I do not have my channel divinity, so 10's my final answer.
Yep. 10 sadly misses. Again, as you sort of go in for a follow-up, and just the blood that squirted on you is still sort of coating everything, making your blade extremely sticky.
That will end my turn.
Okay, she is going to...
Oh, wait, I did forget something, Mark. Shit. All of that Bane stuff might come to a moot point here.
Oh, the concentration save.
Never mind, I kept it.
Okay, she's going to reach back and she's going to take 2 of her large stone mace scepter attacks. One at you and one at Jareth. 13 against you.
That will miss me.
-3. I'll just do that anyways. 15 is going to miss with a -2. The cracks are making the movements extremely clunky and hard. Those of you in the front can see that as she moves, the cracks are beginning to split, almost like cuts in skin, revealing a pulsing red light underneath the stone. Balthazar.
I'm at 8.
3
Okay.
magic missiles.
All right, so that's 6.
Such a crap roll.
Where? Yeah.
Oh, man, again, I made a monster that's not even challenging you guys. Damn it. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. I don't need to move anymore.
Okay. Callus.
Callus is just like, fine, I guess we're doing this. My actions be judged. He's going to rage, and he's going to charge forward.
You guys watch as Callus gets into this crouch, and as he does, he begins to be surrounded by these nimbuses of light. And the further he moves, almost in slow motion, the nimbuses themselves turn into what look like 3 ghostly forms of dwarves surrounding his body as he charges in and begins his attacks.
I'm coming in with my war pick, which is designed to break stone.
An 8 sadly misses.
I will use my bonus action to try and swing at it again.
You used your bonus action to rage, right?
Right.
And I'm just looking to clarify something really quick. Because the spirits just have to be out, right? Until the start of your next turn, the target. While you're raging, the first creature you hit.
I think it's
Okay.
a hit.
Okay, so it has to be a hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
man.
I just want. Okay. Top of round 3, Oriana.
Alright, I'm going to bonus action use a first level spell slot to regain my 1 used sorcery point. And then I'm going to cast Firebolt right at her. I think I can do
Okay.
that around these corners. Am I able to hit her directly around these corners?
Oh yeah, you have direct sight at her melon.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought the door here was higher than it was. Alright, I'm going to Firebolt her right in the face. 16.
A 16 just misses.
Oh, I rolled so well on that.
As you shoot out, and then the head sort of ducks now as it kind of looks at you over there.
Oh, I kind of want her to attack me.
Is that the end of your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn. I'll stay right here, yeah.
Okay. Talandris.
Balthasar kind of chuckled.
What a
Failure.
dick.
Igniting fire.
So Talandris is going to leap up once more, but just land just to the side of the statue. So his
Okay.
flight was slightly shorter this time, but makes another attempt at sweeping it up in its legs to knock it prone.
So it rolls a 12 exactly, even with the D4.
Crap. Alright, I swing with my sword, realizing I missed. So this time I try to cleave into the statue.
18 hits.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is Jareth's turn, and he sort of spits the blood that's kind of running into his mouth after being showered with it, grips his sword tight, and he's going to go in for an attack. With a 24, and you watch as the blade strikes down, it begins to glow with this silvery light, as he's going to use a smite.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, that blows ass. Okay, well, that really sucked. It's going to take 4 points of slashing and 4 points of radiant.
When you smite, Mark, it makes the entire attack radiant.
Oh, okay, so it's going to take 13 points then.
Yes, when a paladin uses smite, it makes the entire attack the magic. It makes it magic.
Okay. The cracks are starting to grow larger now as this statue, if it could be considered bloodied, is looking pretty bloodied.
All right, I am kind of jealous of the magnificence of Jareth's attack. But my Bane is still helping the party. So I'm not going to switch tactics yet. I'm going to go ahead and just give it 2 more attacks. So that's a 20 to hit.
20 definitely hits.
For 8 slashing this time. And then using my last Bolt of Inspiration from War Cleric, I will attack it again as a bonus action. For an 18 to hit.
18 hits. As you guys have surmised,
Another
the
8.
magic number is 17.
Woo, so that bless helped me there. Thank you, Sex. So I did a total of 8 damage, I'm guessing. But hey, that's better than 2.
Okay, this time she's going to take an attack at Callus and an attack at Talandra. Oh, Callus, that's a crit against you, buddy.
Minus a D4.
Yeah, but it's still a crit, so it would be 20 whatever.
Yeah, technically a 24 still hits.
Yeah, so but it's still a crit. And that's 12 plus 5, 17 plus 2d6.
Oh, thank God he's raging.
Okay, so that is, what is that? Did I say 17 plus 7? So 25 halved to 12.
Damn.
And
Good
here
thing
comes
I
the...
took 2 ladies to bed.
Yeah. Talandris, here comes like a backhand sweep of you as you flying around is sort of turning into a fly, kind of buzzing around her face. For 21 minus 4. 18.
That misses. Thanks to my dance.
Okay. And you sort of spin and duck, and then bringing up your sword, getting ready to strike again. That is the end of her turn.
Balthasar is going with a sure thing.
Ooh, 9 points of damage this time. Well done.
And I'll stay. Actually, you know what? Let's see how far. make sure I'm as far away as possible.
Okay, Callus.
Callus is he's just like screaming, just like, how dare you do that? He is going to attack Reckless. And still nothing.
Okay. Whoa, what happened? Okay. Again, you're bringing in your war pick, and she's just somehow moving out of your way. The new forms of these spirits, sort of, they're trying to protect you, is kind of throwing off your depth perception just a little bit as you're kind of getting used to them now for the first time.
Well, the fact that they're actually that they're more solid than normal is very unnerving.
Exactly. Top of round 4, Oriana.
I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna reduce. Actually, that would take 3 sorcery points. I'm gonna reduce my sorcery points to 0 to regain a second level spell slot. Because I believe that takes 3. Let me double check that actually real quick. Flexible casting takes 3 to get a second level spell slot. Okay, so since I regained 1 last turn, I will use all 3 this turn to regain a second level spell slot in order to cast Witch Bolt at a second level.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up here as well before I do that. Right here. Corner. And then I changed the damage on here already. So Witch Bolt, here we go. Oh my god.
A 13 sadly misses.
Shit. Alright. That's my turn. Damn it.
Oh, I forgot to do this last time. Hold on.
Alright, well that's 0.
Okay, it does recharge. Talon.
Finishing up my dance, I will attempt to sweep her once more with my Flight of the Dragons.
Fails.
She gets knocked prone, and now I swing with advantage.
Now,
Good move.
as you finally land and hit, and you see the legs buckle, it does not get knocked prone.
Oh. I'm gonna swing anyways.
Okay. 13 misses.
That's my turn.
Jareth is going to look this bitch in the eye and say, "That which threatens, I will destroy." And he is going to strike again. Fuck. Rolling a 7 and missing.
Can you take over rolling duties for Mark? He's sucking.
I knew I shouldn't have did the one-liner.
Well-
It was the one-liner that did me in.
He's
That's-
critting with his own character, so I figured he'd do the same with ours.
He's gonna sit there and prepare his shield. As he's watching Callus's attacks sort of become a little bit wilder, he's preparing his shield to sort of interpose himself between Callus, who's kind of starting to lose himself somewhat to anger.
Hey, Mark, can Jareth use that bonus action shield bash thing to try to knock the creature prone, or is he not because he watched what happened when Talandris tried it?
He watched what happened when Talandris did it.
Okay.
As this statue cannot be knocked prone.
Its feet are melding with the ground as it stands there. I love it. Okay,
It's huge.
that's
It's
right.
like the Statue of Liberty and the Ghostbusters are inside and they're playing music.
I
Well,
actually
on
posted
note,
that.
Nice.
Since I can no longer use my bonus actions for the War Cleric's extra attack, I am going to go ahead and, as a bonus action, for the first time in my War Cleric's life, I guess, I'm going to summon a dagger made of pure force that is similar to the daggers wielded by the people in the desert far to the south where I'm from.
Ooh.
And this dagger will appear next to Callus. I'll pull it out. Thank you for creating it, by the way.
Ghost
gave it a-
dagger.
I
No.
gave it a sunshiny glow.
Points to anyone who can recognize the design, but other than Mark, I don't think any of you will.
I can't see it on my screen where I'm at.
I chose a specific design of dagger for this particular one and made Mark hunt for images. So as a bonus action, I get to attack with this thing, so I'll go ahead and do it. And of course, for some reason, I don't see this attack on my character sheet. Maybe I can do it from the spell list.
Yeah, it has to be done from the spell list. Nothing popped up. Can anybody else see it? Oh, there it is. 14. 14 sadly misses. But you guys are harrying this thing.
Does a
and it is
16
surrounded
hit?
on all sides. A 16 just
Just misses or hits? I'm sorry, it cut off right there.
just misses. The D3.
Okay,
a 3
okay.
would have been the magic number.
Yep. All right, so I will attack with my regular attack, my long.
Oh no.
A crit fail, so the extra D4 doesn't matter.
Okay. As you sort of move in now, kind of helping mentally guide this new force that you've brought into the world to help you sort of attack. As you go in, you take your eyes off the prize a little bit, and you swing wide. But in doing so, have sort of opened up your chest a little bit more, granting advantage on the next attack against you, if it so happens. She is going to take an attack at Callus, who seems a bit wide open, but as she does so, Jareth is going to interpose his shield, making this attack normal and not an advantage, burning his reaction. With a 21, minus 17, Callus.
That still hits.
Is it with disadvantage because you said that Jareth was blocking?
He attacked.
I was being reckless.
Yeah, he attacked recklessly, and so
Oh, gotcha.
Jareth had his eyes on that before he saw you kind of open up, and he was in the motion of stopping her attack from Callus.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay, so the attack for that is going to be 14 bludgeoning, halved to 7. And seeing the shield kind of get in the way, she's going to snap at Jareth with a 26 hitting, knocking him in the face. 14! Holy. As you watch Jareth right next to you, Toril, in quick succession, a crack against Callus, and then a follow-up shot that catches Jareth right on the chin and almost wobbles him a bit as he catches himself. But gladly, she didn't come to you, and you sort of right yourself, readying for your next attack. That's the end of her turn. Belt.
Miss. Continue to hit her with pure confidence.
Pew-pew-pew. Oh, this one's only 6 though, but that's still 6 full damage.
We got to get HP off this bit.
Slowly, you're starting to see like small pieces of the marble and the stone kind of on her just begin to fall off and chunk, revealing what seems to be this almost thin mucousy skin that's kind of bulging underneath and glowing with this really terrible looking red light. It's strobing almost like a singular police siren going around in circles. Woof, woof, right into your eye. Callus.
Callus is going to once again recklessly attack. He's
Here
just like,
comes the
make it, stop it!
here comes the crit. Oh fucking shit. Okay, 15.
Callus is just, he's just like
57.
swinging wildly, like not in control.
All right, so apparently next time I'm going to have to rely on Bless instead of Bane, guys, because we need the fucking help. I like it, though.
Top.
Bless
Oh,
you.
did you want?
Bless you.
You have a bonus action, Callus. Did you want to use your bonus action for something now?
Yeah, I could just try and upswing again.
Okay. Had 8 misses.
Are you dual
Isn't it
wielding
reckless?
war
Are
picks?
you dual wielding picks?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. So you can only do that with your hand axe.
Alright.
Is a war pick a light weapon? Because you can't dual wield unless both weapons are light.
Yeah, I don't think he's not. He has 2 hand axes that he usually dual wields with, but this one's his 2-handed war pick. So
It's not labeled as two-handed, but I'm using it two-handed.
okay. Oriana.
Well, I don't have any second level slots, so I'm gonna have to go with Witch Bolt at first level.
Okay.
Which I gotta change the damage on here again real quick. I forgot to do that. Back to 1d12. Here's hoping. Son of a bitch! Alright, I'm
16
done.
Just misses.
I'm gonna go hide in the. Oh, I'm gonna go hide in a corner.
Things are starting to get spicy.
Damn it!
Talon.
Oh,
My dance is now over, so I will just swing normally at the kneecaps of the statue. Oh, I missed.
7 misses. Oh man. Here we go. Jareth. Angry from the last attack, missing completely. Oops, that's the wrong sheet. He is going to longsword. Oh my god. 15, missing with a 15. The statue's movements are beginning to get incredibly erratic, making it hard to hit, I'll say. Toril.
All right, Toril is going to keep up his onslaught as he normally would. So I'm going to attack with my longsword, and then as a bonus action, I'll use spiritual.
$17 hit.
21 to hit.
21 hits. $18 hits, plus whatever hits. All 7.
All right, so that my spiritual knife plunges into the statue, and I can see it carving chunks of it better than my longsword does. I am pleased. I am pleased that Pelor has aided me in this battle.
She's going to snap at you with her mace as Jareth interposes his shield, this time making the attack a disadvantage. For an 18.
Minus a D4.
Oh, yes, minus D4.
Because that actually matters. Yes! It misses then. An 18 would have hit me, but 15 misses.
And she's just going to angrily snap again at Jareth's head. Make sure it's at normal.
Thank you, Jared.
Missing with a 10. Missing with a 10 as I went full Mike Tyson on that one. That's the end of her turn. Yeah, this green tea is getting to me, man.
Is that still a DUI, DMing under the influence?
Yeah.
So I've got to stick with the tried and true.
Oh,
Max.
Dang! 12 this time. Very.
And that is all. I'll stay in my corner.
Callus. The time is now.
The time was 3 rounds ago. But he's still madly swinging. He goes, "Make him go away!"
17 hits. 5 points of piercing damage.
Plus
your
2
guardians
additional
do the
for
thing.
my barbarian's rage.
Okay, the natural resistance of the statue brings that down to 3.
And those spectral figures take effect.
They finally do. Top of round 6, Oriana.
Firebolt. I have 2 first level spell slots left. That's all my resources. I gotta go back to cantrips.
Okay.
I missed again!
Holy balls. You're missing by 1.
Oh man, I should have just cast Shatter, because then I would have hit. That's the only damage I've done, was when I didn't have to do an attack roll.
Are you going to pop into your corner again?
Yeah, I'm popping in my corner again.
Alright, Talandris.
Going in for another swing.
11 sadly misses.
And I will reposition myself next to Callus and Jareth, leaving an opening for any area of effect spells.
Ooh. Okay, Jareth is going to again take an attack, seeing the chunks of rock are beginning to fall off the statue. He's going to attempt another longsword strike. Oh my god. Jareth bows his head in shame. Toril.
I'm trying to show Jareth how it's done. I'm like this, Jareth. This is how we do this. I will go ahead and attack with my spiritual weapon first. Now that I just fixed the attack.
Okay. A
Damn it.
7 with a +4 will miss. Just need a 1. 18 hits.
Oh, that's almost max damage. I looked at it going, I think that's max, but no, it's one below.
Okay. She is going to move here, drawing attacks of opportunity from Jareth and Toril.
And Talandris.
Jareth and Talandris.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Talandris, you hit with a 20. 15 sadly misses Toril. Okay, 11 half to 5. I need Callus and Talandris to give me dexterity saving throws.
I like that Callus succeeds and Talandris fails, because that's pretty freaking funny that Callus is a short guy, Talandris is bigger, so he just kind of Callus just ducks, and Talandris takes the brunt of it in the face.
Ooh, Talandris, you take 24 points of acid damage as the caustic blood shoots right over Callus's head as he ducks as she opens up her mouth, and she spews forth this stream of just nasty righteousness, and it just covers your body, burning and stinging you, causing you to scream out in pain. Callus, you take 12 points of acid damage, which I don't think you have.
Oh, man.
That is the end of her turn. Balthazar, I'm going to say that she has full cover from you at this point.
Mark, if you read the description, would that take effect of my ancestral protection?
Did you actually
Oh,
just go and
hold on. Let me look it up again really quick.
crossbow? Did you actually
It mentions any attack roll, so I don't think it works.
Okay, let me burn it into my brain here. While raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn becomes targeted of the warriors, which hinder its attacks. Until the start of your next turn, that target is disadvantaged on any attack roll that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack. Yeah, so it would have to be on her using a mace attack. But when Talandris moved in line with you, I couldn't help myself.
Too bad.
Balthazar.
I moved up 25 feet. I can get around that corner.
If you're going to make a spell attack, I'll say it has 3/4 cover.
I'm going to
So
use
it'll
magic missile.
Okay. Magic Missile will...
Better believe it will.
Magic missile always hits as long as you can see the target.
You are messing her up with these.
Balthazar
Are you out of spell slots left? How many fucking spell slots do you have?
He has 4 first level and 2
That
second
was,
level.
no, that was my last one.
God damn it.
I'm now out of spell slots.
I love that you just blew your wad on magic missiles. It's just missiles everywhere because they never miss.
Callus, finish this lady off.
One more reckless attack for me.
19 hits.
Ooh,
And I said I
yeah.
was attacking recklessly, so I'm just going to roll it once more. And we're going to ignore that.
The 5 doesn't exist. Okay.
So that's
So
9 piercing.
The 9 halved won't do it. So that'll be...
Oriana's going to finish her off because
No, I
the
won't.
little 17-year-old tiefling is finally going to hit with some spell.
Oh, man, I hope.
You have full... Just by peeking around the corner, you have full sight of it, as you can see both squares from the corner. So
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll step out of my corner. Is it Callus's turn still? Alright, I'll go back.
Oh, nope, it's your turn. Sorry, top of round 7.
I'll step out of my corner, slap my cheeks a bit. Come on, get angry! And shoot another firebolt. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god, dang it!
This has been the anti-Oriana fight.
Dude, all of my good rolls ever have gone to Odo. I just won't ever roll good after him.
I do concur that every time it was Odo's turn, I was shivering with fear because some nasty shit was going to go down on that turn. I just knew it.
Just wait till I get lightning bolt. I won't ever have to roll a attack roll again.
Oh, fuck. Talandris, finish.
Gritting his teeth as he was just burned by blood, Talandris kind of mumbles a phrase he repeats often that Toro has probably seen him use more often than anyone else. And while doing that, he regains some of his some of his wounds close up, and then I'm going to charge in and slash.
Okay. Using the height of the pedestal to your advantage to sort of come in finally at neck level on this. Oh, what this
man.
is.
It's getting down to Toro finishing it off.
Okay, you're gonna stay there?
Yeah.
Okay. Jareth
Go
is
ahead,
going-
Mark. Kill yourself.
Jareth is going to leave that side open for Toro to step up on the pedestal. Just because he knows his knees won't be able to handle it, he's going to go down the ramp to here, and he's going to attack from the other side of the door. Hitting with a 22. And
Oh my god.
He's going to burn a fucking smite.
Finish it off.
2d8, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless it's an undead or fiend.
Boom! 14 points of damage. This thing had... Toro! Finish this thing!
Oh, it's still alive? I thought it was going to be down. Okay.
Yes, 1 hit point left!
Oh my god. Okay, if I miss, it's Balthazar who's going to have to kill it.
Magic missiles.
I know, he's out of magic missiles, so he's going to have to actually try to aim and shit. I will, just for the convenience, I'll move my dagger, but really, I'm imagining this Chris knife is kind of in the statue's space, just swirling around it, looking for an opening.
Seventeen hits.
Oh my god, for 2 force damage.
The 2 is enough.
Oh, thank god.
As the spiritual weapon thrusts deep into the chest, causing cracks to go, but now the thrumming red light and the strobing of it begins to go further and further as the mouth opens and it begins to laugh out loud. Jareth, Callus, Talandris, Toril, I need dexterity saving throws, as her carnal overflow is going to cause her to explode.
Carnal overflow? That sounds awesome.
I named it myself.
What did Carl ever do to you?
Okay, so Toril saves with a 22. Callus fails. Talandris fails. Jareth is probably going to fail because his dexterity is terrible. Here's hoping. Nope, he fails. Okay, Toril, you have this to 4. Jareth, Talandris, and that was a really bad roll. Callus, each take 9 points of acid damage as the rest of the blood within sort of splashes, and you guys begin to frantically wipe it off your body as fast as you can.
Carnal overflow, that's kind of what she said. I'm just... That's funny.
Yeah, actually, isn't carnal overflow what they have with their temp HP as well?
Kind of. But the worst part about it is no matter how you word it, all 4 of you guys right now are drenched and completely covered like the Descent style in blood.
You summon a rainstorm, wash them all.
I could.
Sadly, she has no spells left, I believe.
I have 2 more. I haven't used any except for when we got to this chick here.
Why did you keep shooting cantrips? Should have just kept blowing her up.
Well, I had Shatter twice, which I used, and then I used 2 first level spell slots, 1 to cast Witch Bolt, and then 1 to get an extra sorcery point to get a 3rd second level spell slot, which I missed. The only reason I didn't cast Shatter is because they had her surrounded and I couldn't get her without getting somebody else.
I was wondering
I
if
did
you were
actually
going to
back
tempt
out
fate
so
on
you
that
could
one.
do it again.
Okay. The shadow the statue sort of crumbles in upon itself. You see the head still there, the eyes beginning to dim as they close, and the mouth closes, and it goes back to its solid stone form.
Sadly, this is where I have to get ready to take off.
Well, thanks for hanging for at least the battle portion.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to make it a little easier. That way, Mark wasn't controlling 2 people.
Right on. Well, hope everything's okay, and talk to you.
Yeah, I hope everything's alright, man.
So do I. I'll probably message you tomorrow, Mark.
Okay.
Alright, later, everyone.
Later.
Hi, Doug.
Alright.
So